across the statistics. The outslay wasn't huge. Octane, obviously the star performer, a 1.4 for him, but that game balanced both ways so many times. It was tight the entire time. And just one spawn out, just one perfect break from the Thieves makes a difference.
Something we've come to expect from this side when it does come down to hardpoint, but let's have a look at how things are going to break down over the rest of this series. We may well be having a 3-night stay in hotel. It probably will be 2 based on how Rokkr are being playing, but can they show us something different when it does come down to search and destroy and control? Map number 1 was close. Maps 2 and 3 will be difficult for the team on the left-hand side of the stage in Purple. It's a tough ask, isn't it? We were talking, well, I was tweeting about it before the match. It's the fact that they're in the losers bracket and they get to play the loser of Thieves against FaZe. I mean, it's not a nice position to be in the bracket whatsoever. But they're a team, if you look at them on paper, the caliber of players that we have on this roster for the Minnesota Rokkr should be doing better than this.
The key thing here for me now is for Thieves, we figured they may be the better team in hardpoint. But for Rokkr, after the history they've had, after the losing streak, they have had a 10-game losing streak on S&D. They needed that hardpoint win just for the mental gain. They didn't get it. And while we talk about FaZe on a winning record, Rokkr have taken the other side of the coin. Like something out of Space Jam, all the powers have gone into a basketball and been transferred over to the little monsters.
And if they lose this, it's an all-time CDL record. 11 spree of losses in Search and Destroy. Can they do something here? Well, it's a first blood for Afro. He can be influential for this squad. Typically does put up good numbers when it does come down to Hotel. Has struggled against Thieves. Not struggling here, though. Some decent control for the defensive side. But the bomb's going to the other side. But Kami says, yeah, well, no problem. I'm in kitchen, I'm cooking, and there's 2.
And Thieves thought they got away with it. They're like, all right, we'll take B control then completely. Kami finds 2 against them. And Octane, after a donut yesterday, we're looking to do much better here today, but Rokkr get their first round in the S&D.
And Afro putting the pressure on over towards that A side is crucial, but Kami finding 2 in kitchen, very, very important. And Afro is something I wanted to talk about, and I mentioned it there. Typically on this map, he drops big, big numbers. 1.38 on average in Search and Destroy on Hotel for the man that is Afro. Up against Thieves, though, he's struggling to even push a 0.9. He has very much not been able to bring that form. He typically does so when he's going up against the boys here from LA.
And now it has switched. It will be Rokkr on the attack this time around. Buoyed by their first round win in the S&D. They'll be looking to get it to 2-0. The Thieves are already set up. They are waiting for this push. Octane going to find it. Afro evaporated. Didn't even really see him die.
Absolutely incinerated him. Shout out the headshot multiplier. Bomb going down here for the side of Minnesota Rokkr. Can they back down? Can they get out? Looking that way, so it's going to have to be a retake for Thieves. Bant's in a dangerous position. Is he going to be able to get away? The answer is no. 4v2.
The attach was able to kill it as well, and now just Kami left alive. A 1 versus 4 bomb down. But surely there's no way through for him. Gonna find Kenny, finds the first, still alive somehow. Second play comes to Chad, Kami gets it as well. Oh, and Envoy is there. They do not make the mistake. They do not allow him to get out of it. And LA Thieves will get that one on the board. There was a glimmer of potential in the air.
He gets out of reception. Now you're talking of something that's very, very doable in a 1 versus 4 for Kami. When you're playing around the bomb like that, you just need to play time. You don't need to white ball 4 of them out. Finds 2. If he can get away in that situation, it is more than achievable. Good job from Thieves to eventually clean up what got a little bit messy. Works out, though, for the side of Rokkr to get the bomb down, but the number's not quite there. Bants with a lack of, I want to say, support to get him out of that position, and Thieves well-positioned themselves to deal with him. Now, what's the play here from Rokkr? Well, my goodness, look at this aggression.
Boy, having to get out of it. Kenny, though, with the first blood. Afro will get that back to a 3 versus 3. Envoy again just destroys Afro. And now Rokkr with the numerical disadvantage, trying to figure out how to play it. Draza already in a great position himself.
Got to hear him, right? If you're the side of Bants, Draza backing down, so the information will be gained here for the side of Minnesota Rokkr. You got to hunt him out because Draza now holding the flank down. Attach is being tagged up as well. Big gunfight going over towards the other side. It will be Draza to find it. And now 1 versus 3 for Attach.
Yeah, Taj is not close to that bomb site either. That's going to start taking his options away. Not only does he have to check every single corner, they have to give him the defuse as well. He's not even going to win the gunfight. It's not even a conversation. LA Thieves 2-1.
Nicely done from Thieves. They soak up the pressure that Rokkr bring in. It was a 4-man hit over towards the middle of the map. Couldn't find what they wanted, then you get kind of stuck, don't you? You've made that conviction play into the mid-map. You made the bold play. It doesn't work out. You get stuck. You don't find the kills. Thieves pick them apart. 2-1 to the good now for the side of the LA Thieves. Rokkr need to bring something different here. We have seen a couple of close rounds. The last two, well, maybe haven't necessarily been too good for the side of Minnesota.
Well, they get another chance. Let's see what they do onto this one. Looking like a similar break for them. Already going through it as well. Octane ready with a sniper. Oh! That player just got their shoulder whisked by. Octane looking for another one. Again, same plan by Rokkr. Get this bomb down. Look for something more. 4v4 still on the cards.
Thieves yet to find any information. Rokkr have got a couple of players in some good positions, but nobody currently watching the mid-map. Here comes the break now for the side of Thieves. Can they manage to find the first kill and then a few more?
They've already known where Bance is going to be. They fly out the challenge as well, but nothing is going their way. The setup from Rokkr just cuts them to bits. They threw a trap down and Thieves ran straight into it. Positioned all around the bomb site. 2-2 now for them. Actually a really clean round from Rokkr.
Oh, super clean. As soon as they get that control of the site, the bomb goes down, you push Bance forward, and he's in that position he wanted to get in that very first round where we've seen Rokkr get themselves into that position. They had the bomb down. He wants to push forward. It's very similar to when we play control, of course. All you guys are ranked player, you'll be hearing us talk about bedroom control. Same applies towards that A bomb site. If that bomb is down, you're the attacking team. Get somebody in there, you can play your life so well. Two-piece. Good search and destroy so far. Clean rounds for both two teams, it has to be said.
Attach with the sniper this time around. No information, no views, just been tagged up and trying to stay alive. Tries to find the first blood. Afro gets it back on the Kenny. A 3v3. The players are all stacked around the site. And Octane's going to take a hit mark and tries to find the kill as well. Nothing going for Rokkr. Bance will get it back to 2 vs 2, but runs into Envoy. Attach now looking for him as well. It's chaos in the bedroom. But LA Thieves are on top.
Attach now, what can he get done? Nothing there, the chaotic bedroom play. Not working out for the side of Rokkr. Crowd, you dirty people, that's disgusting. It's not what he meant.
Well, this all went down to it, and this may have been the part of it.
Oh, that's tough.
Oh, it's just clipped. It's just clipped the railing. That's unbelievable. Horrifying for Rokkr. If Octane had been taken out there, it could have been different, but Thieves keep moving forward. That's another round for them.
It's close, though. Very, very close so far. I would say that's felt like the round that could have went either way. The other ones have really been one-sided on either side of the coin. Now for Rokkr, it's a bit of a curveball. You're throwing something different out here. Thieves, are you ready for it? Oh, that grenade's going to start tag out for a big time. Yeah, big play from Envoy to allow those first couple of bullets. It always feels like Rokkr are on the back foot. It's 4 first bloods to 2 so far for Thieves. They're making them count.
And for Rokkr, it's a readjust. Thieves now hold the cards in this round. Benjamin Bance taking some interesting angles, just waiting to see if a mistake is made, but Thieves still holding.
Good
We'll
shot.
get it. It will actually be Cammy that manages to get that kill away from him. Down to a 3 versus 3. A little bit of breathing room.
The transition from Rokkr is already happening. Draws out. You need to stay alive if you can. The fact that he can stay alive gives the information over towards the side of Rokkr, who've managed to get aggressive themselves. Bance has just ran at him, bombed it down. And Boy will find one towards the back. It's now a 2 versus 2. Make that a 1 versus 2.
And they have to wait for Benjamin Bance. Can he bring this tide back here as well, but caught with the knife out. They figured it out themselves. They read him. And that'll be a defuse, and LA Thieves will get their 4th round in this S&D.
And that felt like a winnable one for the side of Rokkr, going down at the wrong times. And Bance gets caught out. The Deddy had already been popped. He was lingering around bedroom. Knife in hand, cannot get that transition quick enough. And as mentioned, 4 bloods to 2 for the side of the LA Thieves. 4 rounds to 2 for the side of the LA Thieves. Those first bloods have been very, very influential so far.
And for LA Thieves, they're feeling good about it. Obviously, if you cast your mind back to yesterday, the S&D did not go well for them. Today, already much better. Rokkr be looking to bring this back now because 4-3 and 5-2 are a much different scoreline, but the first blood will go towards them.
Draws
it through!
Oh my God!
Finds the third! Rokkr were hoping for a miracle, but they found a Draza instead, and Cammy outnumbered. Is he outgunned? He is! It's 5-2 now for Thieves.
And again, Rokkr try the strat. It's a 4-man into mid, and Thieves read it perfectly. You see 2 stuns come out of reception over towards the cut next to carpets, and all of a sudden, it is aimed down sight for the side of Thieves. Fish in a barrel if you're Rokkr. Draza will find 3. The second one is what made it. The third is just pretty much presumptuous that it's going to follow. Rokkr just caught in a horrible, horrible spot, and that has not worked in the 2 rounds that Rokkr have tried it. I doubt we see it again. I mean, the way that Rokkr, things have been going, I doubt we see you again this major if things continue this way. Thieves in the ascendancy now, 1 round away.
Envoy Aiden still on a 5 streak. Could find a cruise this one if it goes to another round. Can I try and chow this one already? Gets a lot of bullets down, but he is going to be weak. He is going to get away as well. But Rokkr have left control of that bomb site. They have so much work to do if they want to get this bomb down in the next minute.
And Thieves know they have the control over towards A here, so they know what Rokkr have to do. If you're Envoy, you've got a tall task on your hands. Can find one. We'll find the stone. Will get out as well. Here come the reinforcements. Cammy will find one on transition. It's 3 versus 3.
Thieves stacking the point here now as well. Envoy again. The double chow coming in from Rokkr, and he's only going to find one. It goes back down towards him. Kenny will get that now. And Afro, the last player for Rokkr, has to clutch up to keep them in this S&D, or they will set a new CDL record for the longest losing streak.
22 seconds to go. Can he find the 1 versus 2? Here they come. Octane on his way. And that's another map for the side of Thieves. Putting the rest of the demons of yesterday to 6-2 victory against Rokkr is convincing as you like. The first ones make their difference, and the woes for Rokkr continue. Record breakers, but not in the good way.
And in the last few matchups, actually, just in the last month alone, LA Thieves and Rokkr, it is 8-0. Could be 9-0, could be a 3-0 in just terms of actual games played. We do have more of this series to go, but it is not easy to be a Rokkr fan right now. A little bit easier to be a Thieves fan.
And for Thieves, this is the perfect game for them. You know, you come off a really, really hard loss against FaZe. You come in against the least informed team, the team who are looking like the worst in the CDL right now, which is crazy to say when you look at this Rokkr roster, but they are not getting things done at this moment in time. Things are not flowing correctly, whereas the LA Thieves are coming back with a vengeance. They want to make sure they put to bed what happened yesterday, a 2-0 lead. They've got to be feeling good about their chances of advancing through to losers round 2. Yeah.
They certainly do. Everything stacked in their favor. For Rokkr, is there redemption, a return, a reverse sweep, a regain? Is there anything? We'll have to find out in map number 3. Join us right after this for more